My name is James Williams Jr. Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Alright, I've said this before. I'll say it again. If I have to say this one more hundredth of a thousandth of a time to the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth and even the 10th goddamn power. This is a Commonwealth state. Gentlemen, gentlemen, gentlemen. The ladies have it fucking made here. Now, why do I say that? I'm going to tell you why I say that, because it's the fucking truth. The simple fact is, today I have to do something for someone who is, will remain nameless for one, and whatever incident got him incarcerated will remain nameless also. But I'm pretty sure it had to do with a woman. I have said this before. I will say this 1,000 times again to the 10th power. If you are a man, you have two options in dealing with the women. Most of those options involve you walking the fuck away. Alright? Now, I say this because unless she got a weapon in her hand, you don't really have a fucking snowball's chance in hell at winning this case in court in the Commonwealth. Because if you're in the Commonwealth and you have a vagina, you can probably walk up to anybody on the planet and slap the shit out of them and get away with it. Because the law is very lenient on women and the shit that they do. If you are a man, and even if you are defending yourself against a woman, it is highly, and I mean highly, unlikely that you are going to win. You'll have to prove that you're innocent. You'll have to prove that she came at you with deadly intent. I don't think Virginia has a stand your ground law, but she's a woman. And throughout history and time and space, in a Commonwealth state, women can pretty much do what the fuck they want. A woman could walk right in here right now and slap me in the face and it could be recording. And somehow or another, I would still be guilty. Alright? So, gentlemen, there's a second way of dealing with the women. I don't really support this. Okay, secretly, I really do support this. But you can always get another woman to handle the woman that's giving you problems. That's the way I would go about doing it. However, I also don't have any money to afford that. So, option one is always walk away. Never should you put your hands on a woman in a Commonwealth state, or in any state really, but mostly in a Commonwealth state, because your ass is fixing to lose. Secondly, you really shouldn't put your hand on a woman if you're a man, because men shouldn't hit women. However, I'm going to play devil's advocate right here, because I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but what I'm about to say is extremely hypocritical. But I'm going to play devil's advocate. There's a simple solution to this problem. If you are a woman and you don't want to get hit, then you better not hit anyone else. Just because you are a female does not give you the right to haul off and hit somebody because you feel that you have been ingested or unjustifiably wrong about something. You can be wrong as a woman and still be a woman. A man can be wrong as a man and still be a man. We are all human and we make fucking mistakes. But you do not ever have the right to hit somebody just because in the Commonwealth state you have a vagina, you can get away with it. That does not give you the right to do it. See, here's the thing about women on men violence. It's just completely wrong. I posted a video up on Facebook about gender equality in the military, and this dude, who I consider to be a personal coward, I don't know the motherfucker, but you know, he's way bigger than this chick, and I think due to the fear that he might have lost had they squared off like we do it in Fort Benning, 3 taps with the Q-tips, and then you rumble. Nah, this motherfucker Buffalo charged her just because he wanted to make a point about men being physically superior. Let me tell you something. My kung fu was based loosely on a woman's style. The baddest woman who ever walked the earth was Yin Min Zhuang. I completely twisted that up while saying it, but Yin Wen Chung is where my style comes from. So she beat up men that was like 6 feet tall. So it ain't nothing. And FYI, way back in the late 80s, early 90s, and I can't pronounce her name, but her and her brother or her boyfriend or husband or whatever he was, when shoot fighting was real fighting before it became MMA and UFC, before there was weight classes and all this other shit. This broad and this dude ruled that shit. You understand? And guess what? She wasn't but 5'1", and the dude wasn't but 5'3". He was my size, or maybe she was my size, and he was like an inch or two taller. He wasn't over 5'5", 5'6". I don't remember their names, but we honored them because they were the shit. They were the real shit. They were like bringing Kumite to mainstream shit. And now you have MMA and you have UFC, who finally started doing lightweight guys like me in the 120 and up class. And like I think 120 to 130 is pretty much the gist of it. And I'm about that right now. But when I was in my 120s and my 115s, oh, and when I was good, and I didn't have this big ass hip scar on my ass cheeks, oh, we don't have guys your size fighting. And now they do, which I will never be able to fight. I will never get cleared. No doctor will ever. Yeah, I'm about to show y'all one more time. See that scar right here? It looked like it ain't trying to. There it is. Right there. Yeah. No doctor in their right mind is going to tell me that you can go and do MMA fighting. Because the Army's not going to pay for that if it gets broken again. Well, good news, because there's going to be a matching scar on the other side, because somebody in Fort Benning, Georgia dropped the ball, and I have to suffer through their not doing thorough searches through me and, misdiagnosis and shit. Well, anyway, moving on. If you are going to fight... Damn, I got deodorant on my damn shirt. No dry sheets either. Well, anyway, if you are going to fight, especially if you are a man and you're going to fight a woman, I don't recommend you do such an action, because no one's going to look at you as if you were a man. Now, I will be the first to tell you, hey, sometimes shit happens. Reflex action is not a joke. Reflex action really is an action that you have no motor control over. So in knowing that, you got to learn your shit. Now, as I was saying, in the Commonwealth, apparently women seem to have a little bit more rights than us men, and they have the right to get us all fucked up. I'm James Cream Sr. This is Kung Fu Fighting number 2. Be seeing you.